Static in the optics, signal in the wire, friction on the threshold, catching digital fire, high frequency phantom phasing through the lane, zeros and the ones are screaming in the brain. Welcome to the void, breaking the barrier. Welcome to the Sportcat Show. Reality's the carrier. Shift the frequency faster than the light. Sportcat Show, haunting the night. Glitch in the dimension, blurring all the lines. Spectral heavy breathing, ghostly circuit signs. Hyperspeed haunting, neon colored ghost. Welcome to the glitch, we're the ultimate host.
Broadcasting across Australia on Dare Media Group radio stations, this is the Sportcat Show, uncovering secret chapters, strange encounters,
and the occasional technical mishap.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sportcat Show, formerly the Paranormal Guys. We are live on Radio X and Dare Talk Radio in Australia, and of course, we are here live in YouTube, or on the YouTube. Come over and join our live chat. Chris is already here. He's always here. Where did he go? There he is. Let me bring my co-host out here, Alison. Hello, Alison. How are you tonight?
Doing good. How about yourself, Glenn?
Oh, I guess we'll do. We've got a great show lined up tonight. So let's, without further ado, I want to bring Caitlyn out so she gets the most of us that we can give, because she is a fighter from East Tennessee, and she's got a great story to tell. Let me just bring her out here. Caitlyn, welcome. How are you?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Doing great. So, Caitlyn, tell us a little bit about yourself. I didn't want to give too much information. I wanted you to be able to tell everybody about what you do and where you do it.
Well, I'm Caitlyn Brown. I'm 30 and I'm from Crossville, Tennessee. I have 3 kids and I'm also a boxer. I've been boxing since February and I box for 2 promotions now. 5 fights for Slugfest and the last one, Redneck Brawl. But yeah, it's been a whirlwind and lots of fun.
Wow. So you said you're 30?
Yeah.
And you just now are getting into it?
Yeah, well, with Slugfest, I was interested. I've been there since their very first fight in Crossville, and I was like, I'm just going to do it because I like to do random stuff. And ever since then, I've just fell in love.
I gotta say, that's pretty random.
Yeah, I am so random.
All right, so my first question, and I know Alison's got a question, but my first question is, why does a beautiful lady like yourself want to get punched in the face? What the hell?
Really, I don't even know. It's a good way to get out all the stuff I got going on. My life is crazy outside of boxing, and it's a good outlet. And then, you know, I just come from a past of wild, crazy things, and I'd much rather get punched in the face with some gloves than just punched in the face.
Okay. All right.
Whenever it comes to your 3 kids, how do they react when they see your fights?
Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me cry thinking about it. They love it. My kids, they're my everything. I love when they're proud of me. And my girl, I have 3 girls, so I have no sons. So I have 3 girls, and they're wild like me, and they love it. They came to one fight, and it was the last fight they had in Crossville, which I fought for the title belt, and I won. And they had signs. You can hear them in the background yelling. So it was just, it's amazing. And they can learn from me to just be strong, independent women. I'm proud of that.
Absolutely. That's what you want. It's a tough world out there, but yeah, I was wondering how you managed to handle all of that at home. Obviously, what does your husband think of it too?
It's been back and forth with him. He's gotten more comfortable with it because it does take a lot of time. I train at least 3 days a week, and he helps with the kids, and he's the only reason I can juggle it all, because I do work a full-time job, and then I come home, I do everything I can, then I go train. So
wow, a full-time job, a mom, and this as your side hustle, I guess.
Yeah,
80
it's a
hours
good hobby.
80 hours a week, at least, with 3 kids and a husband. So technically 4 kids in some cases.
Yeah,
whoa.
some days definitely.
I resemble that remark.
Resemble.
Well, out behind every good man, there's an even better woman. Come on, we all know that. So in Tennessee, this is semi-pro, I assume.
It's like amateur boxing.
Okay.
It's not like you have to, like with like USA boxing and stuff, you have to get your books and all that, but you still go through like an amateur boxing registration and stuff.
Okay. So is there any structure where you could move up to like different levels? I know you said you just want a belt.
Within that promotion you can. They have different levels and stuff like that, but really the next step for me would be like USA boxing and stuff like that. But it'll be there one day. I like to have fun. I like the party scene. So Redneck, Brawl and promotions like that are for me right now.
You draw on the energy, I take it.
Yeah. I am more of seem to be the more laid back, quiet one because I don't run my mouth like everybody else, but deep down, I like to party and have a good time. So.
But you have to talk trash in order to fight, right? I mean, like, do you get to pick your next exponent, or are they picked for you, or?
They'll match me up and then I can agree or disagree, but I'm just not much. I don't really like to crap talk with people, really, because at the end of the day, you can whoop me just the same as I can whoop you, and I'm not about to look stupid. So.
Well, your first 2 fights, you went 0-2 to begin with, correct?
Yes. So it was a rough start. Now, mind you, I've street fought and everything else, but getting the gloves on, going in that ring, all those people around you, it's a different ball game. And just going in there is a whole nother thing. And you can make yourself lose from the anxiety. But yeah, my first 2, I lost miserably.
Now, the most recent one was the one that I saw in, I think it was YouTube, maybe in TikTok. I don't know where. You're pretty aggressive. You got like right up in her grill and you had her on the ropes from the beginning.
Yeah. So I'm just aggressive. I've learned that pressure breaks people, and I'm not going to let that pressure go. At the end of the day, I have gotten way better on my skill, on my technique, but it's not 100%. But I can promise you that the pressure and the aggression is going to be 100%. And the more punches you throw, I mean, it gives them less space to throw any. So.
That's true, because I think she had you on reach, but you were right in there.
Yeah. So I'm short. I'm only 5'2", and now I'm down to 135. And so I'm on the smaller side, and really being 5'2" alone makes me the smaller opponent every time. And my coach is taller than me. Anybody I spar with is going to be taller than me. So I've learned that I just got to be in there and stay in there.
Interesting.
Okay, so may I ask a quick question?
Go ahead.
Whenever you do get in there, like the first 2 fights, even though you lost, what kept you motivated to keep trying? Because I've noticed that a lot of people, whenever they start new careers and new hobbies like this and they lose, a lot of people quit so fast instead of pushing themselves to keep going forward. So what was your motivation to try it again until you started winning?
I don't like losing. I'm very competitive. I've always been that way. I wrestled, I've done cheerleading, I've ran track, I've done flag football, I've done all kinds of things when I was young. Like the trophies behind me, the 3 of them, that's from mud races at a mud bog. Because I like to be competitive and I like to win. So after losing twice, I refuse to lose again.
Okay, I'm going to call you Miss Tennessee from now on.
Yeah, my husband has it in for him because I just do whatever I want.
Chris in the chat, and I think the chat may have answered it for him, but says, are the levels determined by weight class or something like time of experience?
weight class to start with.
Okay.
It's normally within 10 pounds. And then also they try to base it off experience. It's really hard in these other promotions, I feel like, because you got people coming right off the street who just want to brawl, and then there's people like me who started out that way and have trained. I think promotions do the best they can. At the end of the day, you can say yes or no, so it's really up to you for that.
Well, now you have a coach, though. You have, I mean, you train, you have a coach, you're not just off the street.
Yeah, no. So I started just off the street, and my coach, Bub Bilbrey, with Crossville Boxing Club here in Crossville, he messaged me right for that fight, and I went in actually on my 30th birthday and trained that week before the fight, and then after that, I've been training with him since.
Okay. All right. Now, are there any specific, I know when you see boxing on TV, there's specific rules and stuff. Is there any specific rules as opposed to class or male versus female or anything like that?
Not specifically. It's just boxing, actual boxing rules, like no kicking, obviously straight punches, no clubbing, no holds, stuff like that. Just real boxing rules.
Okay. And then I think Jamie in the chat says first round ends at 30 seconds. Is that right?
Well, they're minute rounds, but
Okay.
he's probably saying because it's very cardio is everything. You think
Sure.
getting in there it's going to be easy because a minute short. That minute turns into 30 minutes fast, especially when you're not trained cardio. So, yeah, most people they get gassed out about 30 seconds into the first round for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Does it still come with a warning label where it says no biting off ears?
I didn't think of that.
I would hope that they couldn't with the mouth guard in, but
Good point. Good point. Okay. Good point. I didn't think about that.
I know as a paramedic firefighter, one of the things in the fire academy they teach you about, we have self-defense, obviously. And one of the things right as we're about to go in the field is they'll put you in there with somebody and they're trying to piss you off. They want to fight. And once the fight starts, they want you to push the radio, call for help. Help's a minute away. And that is the longest damn minute of your life.
yeah, I believe it.
Yeah. And you're right. Yeah. About 30 seconds, I was like, just shoot me.
And you're not in a controlled environment while you're waiting for somebody to come with that button. You don't know what they're on or what their, behavior is going to be. So yeah, I can see how that would take forever in your mind for the minute to be over.
Yeah. There's still actually 2 calls in Atlanta that I'm waiting on PD on. So one with a guy with a gun. I'm like, put that away. I did learn though, side note, if you want to get the cops to respond quicker, you call for help and you're fighting. And then of course, dispatch always has this stupid, well, why do you need the police? Because I do. And after, what seems like forever, they'll check on you again and make sure you're alive. I have gotten police faster if I key back up the radio and I say, dispatch, tell PD they're missing one hell of a fight, and then drop the radio and make it sound like it's just what they come in and tell helicopters, tanks, horses. It's a true story. That is a redneck brawl. Now, Redneck Brawl is different than Tennessee Slugfest, right?
Yeah, they're 2 different promotions.
Okay. And is it just promoters, but the same general rules?
Yeah, they different promotions, but both boxing, both within an amateur boxing registration. Slugfest is Gamma, and then I can't remember what Redneck Brawls is, but it's different, but it's still amateur boxing.
Okay. Now, the Paramedic Academy wants to ask, when you sign up for this, is there any physical, any tests, anything you have to go through in order to get a fight?
Yes. So they have doctors on site that do a physical. They check your blood pressure, oxygen, heart rate, all that. And then like women, they have to take a pregnancy test.
I never thought of that.
Yeah. You wouldn't believe the amount of girls who lie about not being pregnant who will still go and fight. So
As a paramedic, yeah, I would, but yeah. 9 months, you're having a baby. No, I'm not. No. As a paramedic, I'm pretty sure you are. So I had never thought of that. But yeah, you wouldn't want to be fighting with that. You know?
I wonder how many people don't know until they find out while they're signing up for a fight. You know, I wonder how often that comes up.
I haven't seen a girl yet, but I know a couple that have found out like right before they go in to fight, but not while they're there. That would suck. I'm glad that my tubes are out and I don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
I think that's a thing on my next goal list is get that taken care of so I can't have any more.
Yeah, I'd die right there if it said positive.
And then Alison, we're going to sign you up for fights. So
I don't think I have to sign up for them. I mean, we're in Cali. I'm in Cali, so you just walk down the street and you'll end up with somebody you don't know walking up to you. It's interesting down here.
As opposed to street fighting, we were talking about this backstage about the proper positions. I don't know where Alison went. The proper position of holding your hands. The technique is, I mean, obviously in a street fight, from my experience, you just do what you got to do. But when you are training, what are the different type of ways you keep from injuring your own self?
First and foremost, a good stance. You want to have a good stance and really just good, straight, technical punches. You see a lot of people, and I do it too. Sometimes I get wild and you see a bunch of haymakers or just crazy punches, and really you can hurt yourself. And the safest way is to just straight punches, good, quick hooks and stuff like that. And, block and move.
The very first time you were punched in the face, what was your thought?
In the ring or outside of the ring?
We'll go with in the ring for the moment.
I mean, it's always going to be stunning at first, but like I said, from my past and stuff, I've dealt with it before. So I feel like it's worse when you're sparring because you're not really have all the adrenaline and pressure of the crowd. But once you get in the ring and you're around the crowd, you just really don't notice. You don't really notice anything until the end, and that's if it's bad.
Yeah, I was going to say, can you really hear the audience that much when it starts, or are you just kind of in a zone?
Oh, you get in the zone. Now, you hear them all before you get up there, and it's nerve-wracking, but once you get in there, you forget what's going on. You're focused on just, for me, it's war. I'm focused on getting it done and doing what needs to be done, and so I don't think about anybody else.
Okay. Now, when you're watching your opponent, when you're in the fight, can you tell, or is it just pure adrenaline when like their bell's rung or they're injured? Can you tell, or is it you're still just kind of moving, so to speak?
You can tell, but really seeing your fight when you're inside the ring comes with time. My first couple fights, I don't really remember what went on, what was happening. I just threw punches and hoped for the best. But as the fights went on, like my last fight, like I could actually tell what was going on. I'd tell when I need to move, and I could tell when she went down. And you learn, and then you also learn respect in the ring. When somebody goes down, your opponent goes down, you move. You do what you need to do. There's no hate in the ring. I know there's people who take out, they finish up what they need to finish up that happened outside the ring, in the ring. But at the end of the day, it's really just good sportsmanship. Just, you got to respect each other.
Yeah, I know in MMA, I've seen they'll hit a time or two and you can tell they're going down. And then when they're down, they'll get a shot in or two. Is that to keep them down, or is that just the adrenaline? Because then usually that's when the official steps in.
Yeah, MMA is a lot different than boxing. Because once you're on the ground with MMA, as long as it's not like a knockout, they can keep going. and
Okay.
they can grapple and whatever else. But with boxing, once you're down, you can't come anymore. So
Okay.
there's a big difference there. So
Okay. All right. Any thoughts about maybe moving to MMA later?
yeah, I've had a little bit of a thought with MMA. I like to grapple. I love wrestling. I like to grapple, but right now boxing's my love. And once we get to where I'm a real good boxer, real good boxer, then we'll do something different.
Now, with each fight, do you want to go in as opposed to winning a round is great, but I mean, especially from the fans' point of view, knocking somebody out is kind of like the ultimate. Do you want, what is your approach? You want a technical win by a card, or do you want to ring their bell and get them out of there?
I would love a knockout. I was really, when I was fighting for Slugfest, even for Redneck Brawl, I would have loved to have a knockout. But I really wanted, since that was a promotion I originally started with, I would have loved to have been the first woman to get a knockout, which obviously isn't going to happen now. But I just want to win. I want to know that I've done what I needed to do. I am very much a perfectionist, and I will watch my videos. I'll see what's wrong, and I'll perfect them. So if I want to play the long game to work on technique, that's what I do. But I would still like a knockout.
So bring Alison back out. But while we were talking about it, do you actually go and watch each fight afterwards? Go back and watch it?
Yeah, I do. My first fight, I'm like one of those people, like even seeing my own videos or watching myself talk, it makes me cringe. I can't stand it. But it took me a while to watch my very first video and watch some other ones. But as I've progressed, I've learned to watch them and just see my own progression, because I don't really see it as I'm training, but I see it after fights.
Okay. What happened to you, Alison? You just disappeared.
The screen froze and then I couldn't hear you. So I waited a few seconds, clicked leave, and then I came back in. So I don't know, a technical glitch.
Yeah, it's the aliens. Well, you're back. So, hopefully not. Well, go ahead with some questions here. I've been hogging her the whole time. And get into some war stories or something with her.
Okay, so whenever you say your progress, so you started this February to now, that's about 6 months. What different changes have you seen your body go through since you started this?
First off, cardio. Because I was done in my first few fights, and I still get tired now, especially because I've been throwing more punches, and clean, good hits that actually hurt and actually do damage. Because before they were kind of like, meh, but now they actually, you can hear them, and you can definitely tell it makes a difference. And strength and muscle. Also, I've lost 15 pounds since February. So those are definitely some major differences. And just throwing more punches, putting combos together. And that's my coach who gets on to me all the time. I'm bad for throwing maybe one jab, maybe one, two. And I'm just learning to put, 4 or 5 punches together, which is a lot more lethal than just one.
And then you're feeling the impact going in, like, that you're actually making an impact, whereas beforehand you were still learning. And you're probably toned up quite a bit. You said you lost some weight, but you're probably gaining some muscle with that too, correct?
Yes, definitely.
Awesome. Oh man, that's got to be a big change for everybody. So far, out of all the people that you have gotten a chance to box with, who has been your which one has been your favorite fight, your favorite matchup?
The person themselves or the fight?
The person themselves.
I mean, like pretty much everyone really that I've fought. I see everybody the same. You get respect from me if you show me respect. Just like I like Misty. She was, boosting it up for fans. I have no issue with anybody. The only time I have an issue with you is, when you're starting stuff with me. But my second fight was actually with somebody I've been friends with for years. And the first girl I've known my whole life also. So this small town, you end up fighting people and so I feel like all of them. I mean, this last one, Missy, was fun to just banter back and forth with without each other's feelings getting hurt. So that's definitely been my favorite with that so far.
Awesome.
Earlier you said you don't like the trash talk, but there's got to be some ones that adrenaline kicks in.
There's a fine line with me. I've definitely changed who I am over the past few years, and I just try not to do it because it's either none or too far. And let me tell you, when I'm mad, that's a whole different ball game. But like I said, I have respect for all these women. I have respect for everybody until you disrespect me. And so far, I'm not really, even the one girl that I fought that I've had minor issues with, I still got respect for her and have no issue with her. I just want to settle it in the ring.
I guess if you are, like, to use your term, mad, you would probably feel like you lost control and you couldn't step in and, I won't say a good clean fight, but do the technical maneuvers.
Oh, definitely. I would be wild for sure. And there's a lot of control that comes into this. And, you know, that's why I'm Chaos. That's why my coach gave me that name, because he tells me all the time stuff I need to do. And I don't listen once I get in the ring. I get chaotic and it becomes chaos, whether I come out with the win. What everybody else sees is, you know, a good fight. But what we see is, you know, things that I didn't do, or maybe even though it's a good fight, there's definitely things that I need to improve. And that's coming from a perspective of growth, you know, and not just like looking down on me, but where we need to go.
Now, I was going to ask, how did you get the nickname Chaos?
Yeah, I mean, it's perfectly fitting. I'm very chaotic. Nothing ever goes the way I want it to. And, you know, he just gave me that name because I really just don't listen all the time.
You've got kids.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
How old are they, by the way? I forgot to ask.
I have a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 12-year-old.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get your hands full.
Yeah, preteen and 2 toddlers. It's a bit rough.
I could not imagine your teen or preteen when she's your teen daughter, and the first boy comes home and wants to. You're going to be worse than dad, probably. He may be cleaning the shotgun, but you're going to be on the front porch.
Oh yeah, his mama better raise him right, because him and her are going to have a problem if my daughter doesn't take care of it herself, because she's mean.
Alison, were you brought up like this?
I brought up a little bit differently, but yeah, I'm glad they've got a good mom that can stand up for them. That's awesome.
Yeah, as I have 2 daughters, my son is the baby. I like to think I was the good dad, but I won't deny that, you know, there was a couple boys that come over for my youngest daughter, and I asked, "Do you like weapons? Have you ever been to a hog farm? I'm just curious."
You ever gone snipe hunting?
Yeah, sometimes dad's got to do what dad's got to do, but in your case, I think mom can handle it. Now, let me ask you this: if you're out in a bar, and let's say in a bar, sometimes things happen. People start talking shit back and forth. Is your husband going to be the one backing you up, or are you going to be the one backing him up?
It's probably me that's going to be the problem initially, and I like to take care of things myself. But I would 100% back my husband up. And he's 100% going to back me up. He's more the passive type, but he's willing to do whatever it takes to protect us. And I'm the aggressive one. So, of course, it's going to be me.
Alison, if we ever go out, I'm not going to have your back. I'm going to be gone. So.
I can take a hit, so I'll go with you. Goodness, I'll protect the firemen.
Yeah, she's in Cali. I don't think we have this to worry about. Well, you know, I'm glad that we got this time to meet, because like I was telling you, I never got the chance to really see any of these things or know what they were until I saw them on the internet. And then once I dove into it, it's a whole group of people. One of the groups, I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but roller derby. I was the team paramedic for the Atlanta Roller Girls. And you remind me so much in spirit of the roller girls. They were tough, independent, and if there was a brawl, the team paramedic had to be out there in the middle separating them. So have you ever looked at any other sports and thought, I'd like to do that too?
Not being grown, I haven't. No, I would love to play flag football again, but that's a lot of running, and I'm getting a bit old for that.
You're 30. Come on. As an old man, I'll tell you, you're going to feel every one of those pains later in life.
I already do.
What do you do for fun besides for this?
What time do I have for other fun? I deal with my kids. I have fun with my kids. I like to make candles. I like to craft stuff. And then I love going riding on the mountain and going to mud bogs and stuff like that when we have time.
I love it. I miss East
Very
Tennessee
country.
so much. I miss East Tennessee so much. It's different here in Atlanta. So much
It's
different.
definitely different here.
Yeah. And I do need to ask this, being a Tennessean, are you a Tennessee football fan, Vols?
Yeah, I don't watch much football anymore, but I have always been a through and through Vol fan. Basketball and stuff like that. Now my kid, my oldest, she's a Bama fan.
Oh.
I don't know where she got it from.
No, you got to de-own her. You can't have that.
I know, she's gonna want to play basketball for Bama.
What? Oh my gosh. No.
Oh no.
There are rules in Tennessee. Alison, you don't understand. In the South, football is godsend of everything. Starts Friday night, you got Saturday nights, and now Tennessee has an NFL team. But when I moved to Tennessee, the first thing somebody told me is your blood needs to bleed orange. So, and when Alabama is like our arch enemy.
Right.
So, yeah. So we don't like Alabama at all. So it was.
Tennessee has some diehard fans.
Yes, they are. I was the paramedic for a couple of the games at Neyland Stadium, and the last one they called and said, "There's a guy. He's got on orange camo overalls, an orange checkerboard shirt, orange afro wig, and he's painted orange and white, and he fell from the top of the stadium stairs down into the
Oh my gosh.
concrete." And so I go running over there, and well, didn't run, but you know what I mean. We get over there, and the dude is like standing there, and he looks at me and he grabs me. He goes, "Go Vols!" And he takes off running, and I'm like, he's okay. He's okay.
He might have just been a few beers in.
Yes.
How far of a fall was that?
Gosh, 20 feet? Wouldn't you say? Have you been to Neyland Stadium? It's kind of tall. So
I haven't been in a while.
yeah, well, me too. That was the last one. I'm not doing this again. So, do you have team colors, by the way? I see you got a shirt on, so I was asking.
Oh yeah. I guess I'm a blue and purple girl, so blue, purple, and black is generally what you'll see me wearing.
Nice.
Not to match any bruises, I hope.
No, it's to cover them up.
Oh, okay. Is that what makeup's for? You can't wear makeup in the ring, can you? I mean, or would you?
I would never. I know there's girls that will wear mascara and stuff, but I won't. I sweat too much.
Okay. That's a guy question. I have no idea. I should let Alison ask that because I have no idea.
This is the only time I wear makeup. But yeah, makeup, it sweats off pretty fast. So yeah, I can't imagine somebody dressing up too much before they go into a ring or something that's if you're gonna be really sweaty, there's really no point in putting it on.
No, and then you got to deal with the breakout for days after.
Yep, human and pimples later. Yep.
Never thought of that. Now, if you ever switch to like wrestling, like what is it now? WWE, WWF, whatever it is. They always wear pretty stuff, but it's such fake.
Yeah, I mean the kind of money they're making for how they look, I guess I might wear makeup too.
Good point. Good point. Yeah, you're not going into this for glam. You're going into this for, it's not just a hobby. This is becoming a way of life. So
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, I'm wearing makeup now. I wear makeup every now and again, but I mean, that's not the regular me anyways. And like I've said on my Facebook, everybody's gonna see the real me, and that's gonna be no makeup, sweating to death in that ring, doing what needs to be done.
do you ever set up like little rings in your living room with the kids or anything and get down your knees and like kind of?
They come to the gym with me. We box out there.
Oh.
I have a punching bag in our garage, but at our gym, it's very kid focused. It's an amazing gym, and Anita, who owns it, she's got gloves that fit my 2-year-old, and they love just going around there. My 2-year-old will go to every bag down the row and go punch, punch, punch. So that's their time to fight.
That gets a lot of energy out.
Yeah, they love it. And my 4-year-old will try to get me in the ring and try to beat me up sometimes. So
Come on, you let them win, right?
no, we can't let them win. That's like my oldest. She's ran twice with me in the mud run, and last time she said, "Mom, just let me win." I was like, "I can't let you do that. You don't learn anything from that." And then I won.
This is not a participation trophy event.
Yeah,
right.
no. And there's money involved too. And at the end of the day, life ain't gonna let you win. You gotta win it yourself. So
Exactly.
To quote a Southern famous movie, if you ain't first, you're last. So Talladega Nights. So,
that's right.
it is true though. If you ain't first, you're last. So that transfers to so many things. So when is your next fight, by the way, or have you got one lined up?
I am waiting on Redneck Brawl to announce their next fight, wherever it's going to be, whatever day it's going to be. I've been looking at another promotion that'll hopefully happen in November. I know most people are used to me fighting like every 2 weeks or at least once a month, but now that I moved to different promotions, they tend to fight about every 3 months.
Okay. Yeah, I know I've interviewed Miranda Maverick. She's MMA, and she's told me that there's a medical time that they can't fight in between. Like for instance, she had, was it a vision or a hearing in one of the last fights, and they were like, okay, well, until a doc clears you, and then of course, you know, she's arguing with the doc, I'm fine, but you have to be whatever for X period of time in MMA. So and I, by the way, I hope she's listening, not to make you nervous, but I texted her and I said, I got a girl and you need to watch. And I will send her the link of that last fight, by the way. So that was badass. I'm sorry.
Thank you. No, that was a good fight.
Yeah. Afterwards, I mean, I'm sure she looked like she needed a minute. But a couple of days later, when things calmed down or whatever, did you all ever talk and check on each other and go over the fight?
Well, she is an influencer. She has a bunch of followings on her page, and I am not that I'm not friendly. I just am not one of those people that's going to check on you. I'm probably not going to really talk to you before the fight. I might talk to you after. That's just, I'm very to myself kind of person until I really get to know somebody. But she did make a YouTube video talking about the fight and stuff. And it was a good video. She was super nice on there and chill. And she seemed good. So.
Okay. Yeah, I reached out to a couple of y'all. So I hope to have I would like to have her on. And then Doris Knuckles, I'm going to have her come on too. I don't know if you know her.
Yeah, I know Doris.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have I'm trying to get a bunch of you on because I like this connection to East Tennessee for one, but I really think it's great and anybody that's watched my show or been around any of my shows aside, no, I'm very much for empowering women, and women can do anything they want. So I love seeing stuff like this.
Yeah, I really love just seeing women just be women, they come out and they show who they are, they're not pressured by the men, and just knowing they can do whatever they want. And I just hope that as I find an inspiration to people, not just for my fights, but it's just being, classy and cool, and leaving the drama out and just being who we are, getting in there, getting it done, and being cool when we're out. So.
And now, we did talk about this a little backstage. Now that you're becoming more and more popular, you said you don't want to be an influencer. How has that changed any of your day-to-day life?
It's busy. I get tired of seeing myself on social media, to be honest. And really, at the end of the day, it's never been my goal to just be an influencer or anything like that. But I like other people seeing me fight. And if I'm an inspiration for women who want to get out there and are scared, or women who've been struggling with addiction or anything like that, to find an outlet where they can change, I want to be that person. And then just having a fan base is really fun, and selling shirts has been awesome. Of course, if anybody wants to, might hear my baby crying, sorry guys. But if anybody wants to follow me, you can look up Kaos Brown on Facebook. I'm also on TikTok as Caitlyn Chaos Brown. So if you want to look me up there, and I'm also selling shirts or whatever. But at the end of the day, all this is for an outlet for me, and just extra for my family. So.
Have you had anybody reach out to you and say, thanks to you, I felt empowered, or that you've made a difference in them?
I've had a couple people, and especially when I made my last video about how I was in addiction, and which I've been clean for, I don't know, like almost 8.5 years. But 9 years ago, I was really bad off. And, just having women saying how they needed to hear that, or ask me how I got clean and how they do it, or anything like that. Like, I love that. Like, I'm not saying I want to be your reason, because I can't be a reason for getting sober, but I'd like to be an example to show you that you can be different. Life doesn't have to be a drag. Nothing you're doing loves you. Your friends, the drugs, nothing like that. And that you can have a life after addiction, because a lot of people think you can't have fun, that you can't have a real life. I got Lily, I lost her, I have her back. I'm married, I have 2 other kids who will never and have never seen me in addiction. And most people can't even believe I was ever in addiction. And that's possible for everybody, not just me.
That's
great.
Definitely motivating.
Yeah.
That's definitely motivating, because she can help people that, since she has that in her background, she can help other people, by her story to get out of that and answer questions. So in reality, you're not just in there fighting and getting, you can teach people too from your background, and let everybody know that even with, issues like that previously, you're still a human being, and we all make mistakes, and you can become a great, successful person later. It's actually really awesome. I did not read that whenever I was learning about you. So I just now learned that, and I couldn't tell. So you're doing great. That is awesome.
Thank you.
That's great.
I've come a long way. I've come a really long way, because really, like 9 years ago, I probably weighed like maybe 100 pounds, and I was hardcore on the drugs. I was a junkie, and I was homeless, and I was at rock bottom. But, it doesn't define who I am. I define who I am. And, your mistakes don't, have to create your future. You decide that. You decide what you're going to do next. So once you realize that in addiction, once you realize that you and God have that power to change you, you've got it made. So
yeah, this is the easy part. Yeah, this is the easy part now that you've made the decision. So what I didn't want to dive in too much personal. I didn't know how much you wanted to go into it, but was there one decision that made you decide, I got to stop this? I'm going to end up on a morgue slab.
I would say that rock bottom looks different every time, and I hit rock bottom many a times, and I've been through many rehabs, including one in California. But I would say my lowest of the low would be my last relationship in addiction. He was abusive. to the point that at times you couldn't even recognize who I was. And I was still dealing with it. I mean, we slept in cars and everything. I was still dealing with it. And I went to jail. And I decided to go to a program called Teen Challenge in Louisiana. And really, even then in the beginning, like I was like, I'm just going to make my way through. So I don't have to go back to jail. I'm just going to get out and do whatever. While I was in there, I was almost done. I was 7 months in. You had to do it for 12 months. And I got a full restart. I went to another part of that program, which is like the beginning to transition to where I had already made it. And in that part of the program, they house women with children. Well, at the time, it was just me. So a few women came in there that had no kids, and eventually transitioned to the bigger one while the women and children stayed there. And I was almost about to transition when the director asked me if I wanted my daughter there, and they only had one room left on the women's side. And I said, yeah, my dad let her come down. And that's really where it hit for me, like realizing that I did have the opportunity to have a real life, because I never believed that I would get her back or believe that I could be anybody. But that showed me that, you know, I had to be a mom for her, and then I could be a mom for her.
That is incredible. You, not only are you a great role model for your kids, anyone listening out there. And by the way, these little hearts we're getting from the Thin Line Rock Station are one of my sponsors. I'm a DJ with them. My show tomorrow is centered on Dolly, obviously, because of Tennessee. But I talked you up. I said that I was going to have you on there, a hot chick fighting. So they are one of my supporters. So come on.
She's more than a hot chick.
She is much more than a hot chick. And I'm not trying to be I can't pronounce this word. One of those. So yeah, one of those. I'm not trying to be that. I'm just, you got to look at the obvious here. My first question out of the gate is why, and I asked Miranda Maverick that too. She's got a master's degree and is a doctor of psychology. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Why do you want to get punched in the face? And she's like, it's fun. She was the one that asked me, she goes, have you ever been punched in the face? I said, well, yeah. She goes, what was your first thought? I was like, I don't like this shit. And she said, everybody should be punched in the face at least one time. And she said, this is the psychologist in her. And I'm like, I disagree. I disagree wholeheartedly.
Why? Like, what would
I'm okay. I mean, I'm a wuss. So we'll just be honest about it. I'm a wuss. Like I said, Caitlyn's going to be the one backing me up. Alison, I'm out the door. I'm not the one talking shit. I'm like, I'm out.
Stick me in the doorway because I'm too big to move. So you can get out.
That's right. So I tried very hard in my life, never get into fights. So we did have at the fire department, we're inside fighting a house fire, and it's me and my captain. And all of a sudden the line goes limp. I mean, the water, we had a hose and it just suddenly there was no water in it. We're like, what the hell? And we're inside fighting a fire. And we look outside and the driver is out there fist fighting with a guy. Well, he may have an axe, but the fireman, he was upset because we were blocking traffic. So he jumped the driver, who's the guy operating the pumps and things. And obviously we ran out of water because he couldn't do this. And so here comes two guys in full turnout gear, which is like 100 pounds plus 40-pound air pack. We come running and we just jumped on this guy. I was like, what were you thinking, dude? And luckily the fire marshal pulled up about that time and he was a real cop. So he could handle the situation. It was like, what were you thinking? So people do rash things like that he went to jail for it. So we may have got time off, but that's another story. I would defend my brother. Sorry, I would defend you all as well. Alison, I'm sorry, Alison. Caitlyn, I got Alison in mind.
No, Georgia has water in their hydrants.
If somebody doesn't attack you while you're trying to hook up to the hose, or to the engine,
right.
I was one question we always ask everybody. I'm assuming this is probably your husband. So proud of how far my beautiful boxing beauty has come.
That's my mom.
Oh, hey, mom. Hey, mom, like and subscribe. one question we ask everybody, and with your life experience, I'm sure you've probably had some strange things. Have you ever had any paranormal experience or seen a Bigfoot or?
Oh, that's a deep, dark rabbit hole right there.
Ooh, okay.
I'm not going to get into it because it brings up a lot of stuff. But I used to mess around with Echo Box a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that was a few months of a crazy wild ride. But I don't get into it just because it's a dark spot in my life. And I was also really bad off on drugs. So, but no, that crap's real if you're not careful.
It is. And one thing, whenever we do the paranormal, I always tell anybody, whether it's the board, the box, whatever medium, if you're going to open that door, before you open that door, you need to know how to protect yourself, for one, and for two, how to close the door, because whatever comes out of that door, it doesn't close it behind it, and it can go with you. So
some of those
and
doors
it's not just fun.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, you're fine. We were doing it for fun. We didn't even think nothing was going to happen. Yeah. And of course, it was me that really got obsessed with it. So
I can kind of see that with maybe obsessive compulsive with doing things. I could kind of see that.
Yeah.
Curious and needs an adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
I like to just do wild stuff. If it pops up and I'm able, I'm doing it.
Well, the adrenaline does. Well, like we were talking earlier, running into a burning building, I'd do that now at almost 60. The adrenaline, it's stupid, but I'd have fun. So, kind of like you. You'll be, I hope you're not fighting at 60, but you never know.
Yeah.
I will beat one of my roller girls, and I say that. I was really close with her. Her daughter came up through junior roller derby. Her mom came from California and was apparently a professional roller girl out there. So I had mom, daughter, and granddaughter I was taking care of, and they were all three very tough young ladies, even the grandma, and I wouldn't have fought her either. So it's just like I wouldn't fight you. Caitlyn, if anybody wants to get in touch with you, because I'm sure there's going to be somebody out there that's going to hear this in your voice, whether or not they're listening on the radio or they're watching us on YouTube, is going to hear your voice and say, she sounds like me. I want to talk to her. Is there a way people can get in touch with you if they want to? I'm not saying give out your phone number, but to get in touch with you if they want some advice on stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Facebook would be the best bet. I'm trying to get everything moved over from my personal to my boxing because it's interfering with my personal stuff. So yeah, just look up Kaos Brown, Kaos, and then Brown like the color, and you'll find me and see my picture. And you can message me on there anytime. So.
Okay. And for anyone listening, if you don't have a pen and paper, come over to the show notes. I will put it in there probably by the weekend. Now, you don't have anything scheduled, but in the future, you're going to have some bouts. Will you come back and talk to us again?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. We weren't as bad as you thought, were we? Well, maybe Alison was. So.
Neither of y'all are bad. I just, like when the promotions ask me, like they even mention it in the face-offs, how you don't hear from me much. I don't like to do the videos. I get nervous in the interviews, and obviously that's my own insecurities because everybody says I do fine, but I personally would rather just not do it. But I've had a good time and I'm glad to do interviews and talk as long as it's chill.
Absolutely. Well, I have a feeling you're going to go far. And so you're going to have to get used to kind of being out there. And if by any chance, well, I shouldn't say it that way, when you make it big, because I really feel like you're going to, don't forget us little people, me and Alison. So come back and talk to us. So, yeah, I don't expect a shout out on ESPN, but you know,
I don't know if it's going to be that big.
Even if you came back in a year ago to see the progress from this year to next year, that'd be fun to have her back around the same time so we can see the progress she's made over the year.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you're not, by the way, because we're all across the country and international. You're not just limited in your boxing to Tennessee. You can go, like, if you wanted to get a promoter, you could go to Virginia, the Carolinas, other places too. So is that right?
Yeah. Yes. So the second promotion I've been looking into is in Georgia. And then Redneck Brawl, they travel around. I know they've been in Kentucky, and I think they're looking to go to Virginia maybe. Obviously, we don't know the answer for that, but they travel, and I'm willing to do whatever within the boundaries of what I'm going to spend, which Redneck Brawl's great. They pay for your hotel, and they pay you to use your name and stuff like that. So, I mean, I love doing that, but I don't really want to go 12 hours, have to spend a bunch of money.
No, that's fair. Well, if your daughter goes to Alabama, you're gonna have to go beat up people there for free anyhow. So you might as well.
I'll have to beat her up. Just kidding.
I love it. Catch up in the chat here real quick. Chris said you did a great job and you're very entertaining. Chris,
Thank you.
go look up her fights. She's great. And Miranda, if you're watching, I will send you a link. Let's see, what else do we have here? It says you rock the interviews just like you rock the stage. And let's see, Ryan, who's coming up here in a minute, says you are a beast. So do you spar with guys, by the way, or is it all girls you spar with?
Oh, I barely get to spar any girls. Mostly my coach, and then they have some sparring days, and generally it's guys. We've had a couple girls that come out, but that have come out to the gym, but a lot of them are like just starting out and stuff, and I am a bit aggressive and a bit much sometimes, and I'm a learning control when it comes to sparring, but I'm not the best, so sometimes they don't come back.
I could see that. I don't know that I want to be
Staring off competition.
Yeah, but now Miranda said, because the first time I had her on, that was the time when it was the big thing about men and women's sports and women and men, that whole mix-up stuff, and she didn't like. Of course, she's at a much higher level to spar with guys because she said that they don't know the boundaries, and even sparring, they can hurt me. And so she wouldn't spar with a man. That may be an MMA thing, but I could. Yeah,
I would say MMA. I could definitely see that. But I don't know. I'm always been more comfortable when it comes to being around men too. Like, most of my friends have always been guys and stuff like that growing up. So I feel like I'm more comfortable with that. I feel like I have more anxiety, and the competitiveness kicks in when I'm around females. So.
Okay. Well, and get a promo in for your gym, by the way. We want to make sure, since they're allowing us to have you, that you tell everybody where they're at, and if anybody wants to come out and spar or take classes or.
So I go to Crossville Boxing Club. I know that they had some adults that are doing sanctioned fighting. Really the main focus of our gym is kids. We love kids of all ages, and then kids who are teenagers and want to go into amateur boxing. I have an awesome coach, Bud Bilberry. He's awesome. And then Anita Sherrill owns Crossville Boxing Club, and she's amazing with the kids. And the kids, they love her to death, and she's just a sweet, amazing woman. And Anita, if you're watching, thank you for all your support, because it's great to have another female around, that encourages me and knows, how to talk to a woman. My coach, he's obviously great, but he's still a man. So
I get it. My daughters don't listen to me either, so I get it. Caitlyn, thank you so much. Allison's like, he says this stuff and people watch him. I still haven't figured out why. Caitlyn, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking time out of your schedule. And I do mean that. Please come back and visit with us. Especially let us know how you're doing. And if there's anything we can ever do for you here at the show, let me know. I mean, we're here to support our guests. So we love having y'all on. So thanks a lot, Caitlyn.
Thank y'all for having me. It's not been too bad. So thank y'all.
All right.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I see. We weren't that bad.
Other than my one little tech glitch, but who knows?
Well, it
Maybe the
happens.
wind blew.
It happens. Yeah, we're definitely going to invite her back. And if you're listening on WRFN or WZQR, you can come back and watch the whole thing replayed in case you missed any of it. And of course, stuff will be in the show notes. And for our friends in Australia, we want to make sure that you continue to tune us in. And as always, we have two guests. In our second hour, we have another fighter. So we will, let me hit a button here and keep us legal in Australia. And we will be right back.
Broadcasting across Australia on Dare Media Group radio stations, this is the Sportcat Show, uncovering secret chapters, strange encounters,
and the occasional technical mishap.
And hello, everybody, and welcome back to hour number 2 of the show here, the Sportcat Show. As you know, we always have two guests, and our second guest, he's not in the studio yet, but he was in the chat, so I hope he jumps in here at any minute. If you missed the first hour, you missed a great interview in us talking about women in sports and empowering them. And we talked about how anyone, no matter what their life's path is, can improve upon themselves and be a better person. Isn't that right, Alison?
Totally true. Yep. Always room for improvement to move forward.
That's right. And people get on me, Alison, because they say I talk too much. You need to talk more.
I'm working on it. I've talked more this time than the first two. I'm being good.
You're being good. Well, that's true. That's true. You are being good. So, but we're gonna work on your skills. So, because when Jen gets back, she's gonna jump on you and tell you got to get in there and get some stuff answered. So, let's see. Ryan just messaged me. I guess he needs the link. Hold on a second. Let me send it to him and we will get him in here. I thought that was in the email. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Well, if you follow the show, you know that Jen's been on break with her kids and Alison is my newbie. And well, I may have another surprise newbie coming up soon too. And one of these days, Harley will get back. So, but she's doing the mom thing. So we got it. Well, so is Jan. We got to cut him a little break during the summertime. So you're my summer girl, Alison. Is that okay?
That's totally fine by me.
You were like, wait a minute. He's going to fire me.
Is this an episode of Grease? No, I wasn't thinking that. You made me think of the Grease movie.
The Grease movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Grease lightning.
Oh,
Dr.
okay.
Wanda. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
for the summer.
Yeah, for the summer. God, I haven't thought of that in forever. So you're not that old. How do you remember that?
I'm almost 40.
Oh, I would have never guessed that. Come on now. So being almost 40, you ready to jump in the ring and do some of this? Maybe get to California Brawl?
A California Brawl? I think I'd win. I don't think I'd need training for that, sadly. Now, if you brought me down south, there might be some competition after my toe heals, but yep.
Well, I will tell you, the young ladies in the South, they are pretty tough. So yeah, you might have some competition. They don't fight like California, like the Beach Boys, that California girls. So.
Right. Yeah. Well, I've been in Texas. I was born in Texas. So, I've been around, Texas, Washington, Cali. I lived in Florida. I've been in Chicago area a few times. But, for now, Cali works out. And if I ever did get into something like that, it would have to be a different area for sure, though, for me. People are not used to my personality type here.
Now, being in California, does it rain a lot in California?
It's probably rained 7 times the whole 2 years I've been here.
Really? That's weird.
I haven't seen a whole lot of rain. maybe once for 3 days, and the other time not a whole lot. But yeah, it doesn't rain a ton. Wintertime it rains more, but as for the summer, I haven't seen a raindrop yet.
Wow. Is it just your part? I've always wondered this. I've only visited California. I've never really stayed there. But every time I've went, it's never rained. And I see, like, one of the shows I watch, they have an outdoor studio. And I'm like, what are they going to do if it rains? They're like, never rains.
Yeah, Sutter and Butte County don't rain a whole lot. And that's where I'm located, go between the two counties, Sutter and Butte. So not a lot of rain here. And it doesn't snow very often. And that's actually why I chose this area, because I hate the snow. I can't handle it. So no snow. It's
Is it
great.
desert-like, or, I mean, climate-wise, or?
No, it's hot. Like it was 105 the other day, but desert-wise, no. Still got grass. We've got palm trees. It's not like we've got cactuses, growing around. And just, dry heat instead of humid heat. But I mean, you can still plant. You can plant a lot. There's orchards everywhere. There's walnut farms and, squirrels roaming around, all over the place.
I've heard your chickens in the background. Yeah. I always wondered, how far are you from a beach?
About 3.5 hours, I think.
Oh, wow. It seems like
Because
that'd be so much closer. So
I'm an hour from Sacramento. So.
okay. All right. Well, see, if you look at the state, it's long, obviously, but narrow, you would think, you get the beach from anywhere.
Well, yeah, I suppose I'd have to Google map it, though, because those people that are directionally challenged.
Is that
They'll
you?
get lost in the middle of a corner. That's me. Oh, yes.
Huh.
Yes, to the point where you got to remember that, where the sun rises and sets when you're driving, because if your GPS goes out, you just got to figure out which north, south, east, or west and drive that way until you see a sign.
Here in the South, they give you directions like turn down by the chicken coop, and then you're going to pass a tree that was struck by lightning in 1980. You want to turn there, and
I'd rather read an old latitude longitude map than do that, because I can't see very well, which is why I can't drive right now. So I'm I'm like, where's the tree? It's right there. Like, oh, that's a tree. I thought that was a garbage can. So it'll be a little bit before I'm back on the road again.
Oh, mercy. All right. Well, Alison, we always have two guests, and Ryan's jumped in here. So we're going to bring him out. Ryan Heavy Hands Hamby. He is an amateur, I don't know whether to say mixed martial or boxer, but he competes in a lot of the same things that Caitlyn does. And he's got a 4-2 record with a TKO. Let's bring him out here. Ryan, we don't see you, but can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Well, at least we got that. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm doing pretty good. How are you? I started boxing, man. I don't know why it says MMA fighter on there, but
There we go. What?
there we go.
There it is. All right.
There it is. How are you, Allison? How's it going?
Good. How are you? Doing
I'm good. I'm good.
She's out in California, so
Okay.
we were just talking about the differences in being in the South as opposed to being in on the West Coast, and she was saying that it's probably totally different out there. Now, all of your fights have been in Tennessee, is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, are you ever thinking about moving out or up? I don't know which way it goes. So
Yeah, man. So to be honest with you, this all kind of started just in a wild way. Me and a buddy of mine were kind of sitting around, and we saw Tennessee Slugfest just kind of pop up on my Facebook, and he's really a better fighter than I am, and we hit up Tennessee Slugfest and ended up going and fighting that night. His
What?
his fighter backed out, so I ended up getting my fight, and I ended up fighting and winning in 13 seconds. And just kind of stuck with it, man. It all kind of happened by accident.
that was your first fight, 13 seconds.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did you knock him out, or was it?
Yeah, so I kind of hit him with like a 1-2, and then he curled up, and he just kind of curled up and stayed there.
He wasn't ready for those heavy hands.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
So you've had 6 fights now total, or is that just?
Yes, sir. Yeah, so I've got my 7th coming up this weekend. I'll be fighting for the 185 title in Sparta, Tennessee.
Okay. Now,
Yes,
since
sir.
you started, Have you? I'm sorry, did I cut you off, Alice?
I'm just thinking lucky number 7, and it sounds like
That's it.
Sparta. So lucky
That's
number
it.
7, you're going. You're gonna.
We're
That's it.
taking that belt home.
That
Yeah.
good. So have you noticed? Allison asked this earlier. Have you noticed a progression from the beginning as to now with your style or technique or
Oh, absolutely.
approach?
Absolutely. When I first started, man, I was just wild. I had a lot of street fights, and since then, I've kind of like watched. What's helped me the most is watching my film and kind of like seeing where I was making the mistakes, and then going to the lab and putting the work in and correcting them.
Now, do you have a coach as well?
Yeah, I kind of train at a bunch of different spots. Shout out Crossville MMA, DJ Mackey out of Crossville MMA, Ron Fields, Jimmy Howie, Sean Stockwell. Man, all those guys are great, dude. Awesome guys.
Are they your? Is the correct term corner man, or is that who's in your corner? Or?
So my corner man and coach, my main one is Danny Hickman. That's my best friend that I was telling you about that I signed up with, and he actually competes with Tennessee Slugfest too. He's in the heavyweight tournament. He's doing really, really well. I think he's like 4-0.
Nice.
Yeah,
Has he knocked
he's a
anybody
beast.
out?
I'm pretty sure he's got like 3 knockouts. 3 of his 4 are knockouts.
You got some catching up to do.
Man, I know it, dude. He's a little bit bigger boy than I am, though. He's a big boy.
That's competitiveness. I assume you two sit around and talk about this stuff.
Oh, for sure, man. We're the most competitive dudes. You almost have to be like in this sport. You have to have some kind of like competitive edge for sure.
You got to arm wrestle them, Sportcat.
No. I'm just.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm like 60. You beat me. So, say, I'll tell you I'm like 60. I tell the girls that I'm like 35. But
There you go.
they don't believe it. No. I wouldn't fight Caitlyn. I wouldn't arm wrestle you.
Yeah.
So
Caitlin's a beast, dude. That girl she's so humble, and she was being so humble about it, but
is.
that girl is an animal. She's awesome.
I know. Like I was telling her, I watched. She was the reason, and I don't know if I said this on the air or not, but she was the reason I started contacting a lot of the Tennessee Slugfest fighters, because I saw that and I was like, "This is amazing." And some of them are like, "Yeah, whatever." And she was the only one pop right back with me. And then when she said she was shy, and I'm like, "Well, you answered me pretty quick, and I'm glad." So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you sit and watch the other fights, like her fight beforehand, or do they like? Is it the same night? I assume it's not like 2 nights.
Yeah, they usually have like so it kind of started out, it was only like 28 fights, and then now they're up to like 40 fights per night. And when I first started, I was like the earlier fights. So I would kind of like fight early, and then I would get to catch all the good fights at the end. And now I'm like the last fight. So I'm kind of hoping I get to catch all the fights before, and then, go do my fight. But once it hits like so close, I got to go back there and lock in.
Yeah, I was going to ask, what do you do before a fight? Do you have a routine or?
Yeah, so me and my corner man Danny Hickman will usually go hit pads and work on combos and just get my heart rate going, get my blood going, and get warm. I don't want to go in there loose, but tight and cold. I want my arms and joints and everything to be good. I'm 33, bro. I got to warm up good, man. These younger guys, they're like 21, 22. They can go in there and just get after it, dude. I gotta oil the machine first.
Yeah, a lot of the guys you fight against the same age, or is there different? I saw you said there was different weight classes, but there's no age classes. Is that right?
No, sir. No, it basically goes on your weight and experience too. Like they're not gonna throw somebody in there, that's a debuter with somebody that's had 7 or 8 fights and doing really well. But yeah, it's basically mostly weight class.
All right, go ahead, Allison. I know I cut you off. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good. Yeah. So, yeah, you said you got an oil machine, so you do warm ups and probably do a lot of stretches right before you go in. Overheating. I know, men, you guys get sweaty. How do you keep yourself from overheating while you're out there, other than just drinking water? Do they have good AC going when you're doing this, or is it pretty much you're just sweating it all out?
So basically, I mean, I think I had one fight where my corner brought in like a bag of ice. And it was because they didn't have AC in the venue that we were fighting. And I don't know if their AC was broke or whatever, but they brought out a bag of ice and was rubbing it on me. But most of the time, I'm just in there going after it. And in the corner, they'll bring me a little bit of water. But afterwards, I think that same fight that they brought me the bag of ice, I went and got in a cold shower after. So,
Okay. Yeah, that would suck to not have an AC, and especially
yeah.
guys, they heat up. Yeah, that would really bite to not have AC
Oh,
and be
yeah.
doing some physicals. Like, yeah, I don't even know the word for it. I'm sorry.
Well, the dehydration factor too. I mean, the hotter and more humid it is, the more you're going to sweat, and you already got your cardiac going. So, yeah. Did we lose you? Can you not hear us? I don't know where but
There we
he's
go.
tuning us back in. Okay. No, I was saying with the AC being out and it hot and humid here in the South, the dehydration has to be a huge factor.
Oh yeah, yeah. You definitely want to stay hydrated. Usually, so I walk around at like 195, but I fight at 185. So I drop a little bit of weight before, and I always make sure after I weigh in, like I'm super hydrated going into the fight, because it'll definitely, there's guys go in there and you'll pass out if you don't stay hydrated properly.
Is there any tips to that while you're fighting, or is it just
Man, do a lot of cardio before.
that's the
A
same
lot of
thing she
cardio.
said? Yeah. Yeah.
You don't really realize it, man, because you think like a 1 minute round, you know, that it would just go by quick. But when you're in there, it takes forever. That 1 minute seems like 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially when you got somebody punching you.
Do you ever think in slow motion while you're moving? You're moving at the right rate of speed, but your mind's going slower while you're taking it all in? Or do you stay pretty focused and pretty with it time wise?
It differs honestly from fight to fight. Like I've had some fights where I just like completely just go blank, and then I'll come back to, you know, when I'm going, the bell will ring and I'll be going to my corner and I'm like, did I win? Like what would happen? You know? And then there's some fights where you're there the whole time and it just feels like a practice session. It really differs from fight to fight.
Yeah. Beside for the getting warm in the back with your corner man, do you have any in real? Oh no, that's not right. In more professional venues, they crank up the radio, or do you have a walkout song? I guess is what I'm getting to.
So I've had a few. Lately, it's been "Heavy" by Gucci Mane.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The nickname "Heavy Hands."
Yeah. And how did you get that nickname? Was it because of the TKO the first time, or?
Yes, sir. So my first fight, Brett, our commentator, Brett Knight, shout out Brett Knight. He when I had the kid up against the cage, he was commentating. He said, "Heavy hands," and it stuck.
Took off from there.
That's it. I've had worse nicknames, so I'll take it.
Right. How big are your hands?
Huge.
Yeah, dude, that's bigger than basketball people's hands. Like, yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, I get that. I understand
About
that now.
6'3", 195.
I am a short person compared to that. I'm about 5'3", so yeah.
It helps with fighting for sure.
I'm a little person one.
Yeah, you have the reach.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think mine's like 76 inches, something like that. So I've got a pretty good wingspan.
Holy cow. Yeah,
Yes,
that is
sir.
a great wingspan. That's like wide receiver wingspan.
I was terrible at basketball, so I had to, this worked. So I'm glad I found something.
You didn't do a lot of street fighting before this, did you?
Oh yeah. That's mainly where I started. Like when growing up in high school and stuff, like we would go out in people's backyards and have like little fight clubs, and like then it progressed into like, the bar scene when I got older, and I was always the one that was, I never really liked to start stuff, but if somebody brought it to me, like I'm definitely not going to turn it down all game. I've had to get better about that over the years, especially since training and stuff. I kind of have to let some stuff go and more discipline for sure.
In my message to you, I commented I loved your post interview where they were just giving you grief, and your reply to them. That was great.
Man, so the guy Brett, our commentator, he doesn't like you to swear on the mic, and so this whole student section started booing me, and like they had like his face on their shirts. It was like 20 people. And he asked me a question. He was like, so we fight 3 rounds. And he was like, man, do you think that you won the first 2 rounds going into the third? Because the third round, I was kind of taking it easy. I thought I already won the fight. And when I answered the question, his whole section just started booing me. And I wanted to like say something on the mic, but I didn't. So I just shot on the bird and people went crazy, dude. The place erupted. It was like a Nate Diaz scene.
So, but are you a trash talker? Caitlyn said she wasn't. Are you a trash talker?
It depends on who you ask. It's a little bit for sure.
Fair.
I think a good little healthy amount of trash talk makes a fight more fun. I don't like when it gets personal. That's when I get really mad. But like if it's just some healthy trash talk, I'll for sure.
What I was talking to her, if it gets too personal, you get mad, and then do you feel like you're out of control at that point?
If it gets too personal, we're throwing down at the weigh-ins. Yeah, we don't know.
I love it.
I'm a fighter at the end of the day, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But by day, you're kind of like Superman. You also have a day job, right?
Oh, for sure, for sure. I've been doing electrical for about 13 years now.
Was there any transition that got you from electrical to the ring, or was it just hanging out with the boys?
No, I mean, back in the day when, like I said, when we would do the fight club stuff and stuff in high school, I never lost. I was actually pretty good. But I always thought like, it was the people that I was fighting. And then now I'm kind of starting to get better opponents and it's the same outcome. So I don't know, it's something. It definitely happened by accident.
But
I thought we weren't supposed to mention Fight Club.
Yeah, what did I say? I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I don't either now.
I never heard him. No.
I forgot already.
Is the trash talk is great, but after the fight, is there any camaraderie between the fighters, or do you guys just like go, good fight and walk off?
Man, usually, so it depends. A lot of the guys have fought multiple times, so we all kind of get close. Like this guy James I'm fighting, man, he's an awesome dude. We've got a really good relationship. I've already knocked him out once. And like, I mean, after the fight, dude, he brought me a 6-pack of Modelo's and we sat there and drank a beer and like, you know what I mean? It all kind of goes away. We don't take it too personal.
That's good.
Yeah, at the end
That's
of the day,
good.
it's just a sport. You know what I mean?
That's a great attitude. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
it's maturity and logical. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now, are you thinking that you would like to move up and go into professional, or is this just for fun?
Man, that's a hard question, bro. And I've been asked that a lot lately. To me, I'm still that guy from the first fight. Like in my head, I don't think that I've like, I realize my progression, but like, I'm so like, I judge myself so hard. And I'm so hard on myself that like, I'm in my head, I'm like, dude, there's no way I'm ready to go pro. Like I would have to do so much preparation and so much training and everything before I go into that. But I mean, if eventually I can get paid to fight, dude, yeah, for sure. I would love that.
Don't let your mindset hold you back. Oh, sorry, Glenn. Don't let your mindset hold you back. Just keep going for it.
Yeah,
make it a goal.
absolutely.
If that's what you want, make it a goal. Just keep chugging.
That's it. I'm gonna keep going. I'm definitely not gonna. I'm not a quitter. So if it's not for me, I'll find out eventually. But I'm definitely gonna stick with it.
Oh yeah.
What I was gonna say is, I think it's been a while, but there used to be like a reality TV show that would have semi-pro athletes of boxing, MMA, and they would bring them in and they would put them with trainers and they would spar and stuff. And it was kind of like the last one at the end of the series is the winner of whatever X, $1 million or whatever. So there's stuff like that too. It's reality TV, but it's still fighting.
Right. Yeah. I think the UFC does the Contender series, which is something kind of like that.
Have you ever thought about trying out for that?
Man, I wouldn't even know where to begin, to be honest with you. Like, I'm so new to this. Like, I honestly, this was in February when I started. And so, like, this is all brand new to me. Like, I wouldn't even know how to, like, I think people, like, reach out to you, like, promoters reach out to you, or, like, scouts, maybe. I don't know how that works.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Well, hey, you could always go Google it. I mean,
right.
And then, you know what? There's other TV shows you can go on.
Yeah,
mean, like
they
the
they've got a
challenge.
UFC gym here in Hendersonville, Tennessee, which is actually like it's like the UFC gym. So maybe I could go in there and meet some people. You never know.
Yeah. Or like I said, there's other reality TV shows, like The Challenge, Big Brother, Survivor, people naked and afraid. I've had guests from there come on. So
What's up?
there's
Y'all
all
got some
kinds.
connections? Hook your boy up. I'll go on there and find him.
Well, I can't say, but there are people that occasionally watch the show. So occasionally.
Absolutely.
So
Tell them sign
and
me
also,
up. I'm ready.
Also, by the way, I don't know if they do this, but we're big in Australia, and we have a huge radio following. We're live there, by the way, right now.
Nice. What's up, Australia?
Would you ever want to go somewhere like that and just do a fight?
Absolutely. I would love to. I haven't traveled much, man. Like I grew up super country, and like we didn't travel much. So like, dude, I would love to.
He'd need a bodyguard in Australia to keep all the women off of him because he's got an American accent.
Oh, no, we wouldn't leave the bodyguards at home. Shoot.
He's got the American accent going into Australia. Oh my gosh.
As long as it puts you in a ring with a kangaroo. So.
Right. I might have to do some jiu-jitsu on the kangaroo, man. I don't know. I would try to box him.
Yeah. No, they get up on that tail and they get this one.
Right. I don't know if I want none of a kangaroo, bro. I seen that video. Have you seen like a video of the one kangaroo had like the dog in the headlock?
Oh my God, those things are huge. Yes.
Dude, I don't know.
Yeah. They got like 6-packs.
Yeah.
They are ripped.
Dude, that kangaroo had biceps. It was wild.
Yes. Yes. I always joke with the owners of Australia. They're like, come on down. I'm like, nope, I have seen those kangaroos. And then they sent me a picture of a bird that like wanders around through their backyard. I'm like, that's a goddamn pterodactyl. No, I'm definitely not coming now.
No.
Meanwhile, I want to go so I can see those birds.
I told in school, all we learned about Australia is kids, everything in Australia will kill you there. Next chapter.
Right.
So I've had to be educated a little bit. But somebody made the mistake of sending me that video about the kangaroo that's at somebody's back door wanting food. And I'm like, no, no. It's huge. It's like 6 foot tall, 300 pounds, and it's ripped.
I'd keep my distance from it just because I just from seeing, other animals, I definitely want to keep my distance from something that tall. They're faster than humans. So, and I can't run. So I'm standing at least 50 feet away from something like that. Near a car I can hop into.
Right.
Yeah. You can't carry a gun down there, damn it. Ryan, when I grew up, one of the things we used to go to malls. I don't know if you remember what those are.
Oh yeah.
They would have shows like there was Gorgeous George. He was in East Tennessee, and I think Gorgeous George, and he would come in and wrestle a bear in like the middle of the mall. And that's what we went to for fun. We didn't have these Slugfest. That would have been, I'd have loved this.
I think I've heard of that. The guy George that wrestled the bears and stuff. I've definitely seen the videos and stuff.
Yeah, that's old school. Yeah, PETA, do not at me. That's been 40 years ago. But thinking about the kangaroo, no. But I'm sorry, Ryan, but my money would probably be on the kangaroo. So.
Shoot, mine might be too. Honestly, depends on how big the kangaroo was.
You're going to need a lot of psyching up for that.
Oh, there's no doubt. I have to warm up big time for that one.
So you say your next big fight's the title fight. Is once you win that one, what's after that?
So I've kind of talked with the promoter a little bit. I'm going to fight this coming up Saturday in 3 days for the 185 belt. Definitely going to win it. There's no question. Absolutely. So I'm going to get the 185 belt. And then there's a kid named Caleb Robinson. Shout out Caleb Robinson. He's 4-0 with 3 knockouts. Hits super, super hard. Kid has got, the meanest punch. But I hit hard too. So we're gonna test out our chins and see who's got the better chin for sure. And I think me and him are gonna meet. October 3rd for a military appreciation event in Crossville, and we're gonna fight for the 195 belt. So I'm gonna try to get the 85 and then the 95.
You're really like Hulk Hogan having all these belts.
I'm trying, brother. I'm trying.
Well, I think you're going to succeed. And I did ask her this. The first time in the ring, you were punched in the face. Not the first fight, I must, because that was only 13 seconds. The second fight, what registered in your mind then was like, this shit's real, or?
My second fight, I got my nose broke by a guy that spoke zero English. He was a Russian guy. I mean, this dude was tough. Was my first loss, and yeah, he broke my nose that fight. So when I got hit, I was like, wow, this guy hits really hard. I thought I was tough, and I thought I hit hard, but that guy, man, oh.
Did he stand over you like in Rocky and just?
No, the crazy part was he was super respectful and very, very, very quiet. So like, I honestly knew better. I knew better.
Did you feel it immediately when it happened? Like, of course you felt the pressure from it, or did the pain come after the fight? Did you feel the pain
came
immediately
after the fight? But like when he hit me, I knew it was hard, and like I felt like the pressure in my nose. But like it really didn't start hurting until the fight was over, and then and what was crazy is it really didn't even bleed until like I stopped fighting and I went to my corner, and then it poured out.
Oh, you had a gusher.
Yes, ma'am.
The pressure from that. Yeah. I'm like, I always wonder. And then of course, you probably bruised up like heck, like a couple hours later, it started the bruising. I always wonder whenever people are doing these fights, if their pain tolerance changes over time, like they stop feeling it so much as they go. And, then a couple days later is whenever they feel the real pain, or if it's the day after the fight where they feel most of the pain at.
The bruising for me starts like the next day. The next morning when I wake up is usually when I notice like the black eyes and like all the pain. I would say mine's usually like the next couple days, probably when it hurts the worst. I've had mine broke twice though, so it doesn't get any better.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot they can. I mean, they kind of said it, but there's not a whole lot they can do.
Right, and that's the messed up part is when all right, I'm not gonna say it's the messed up part because I don't want to have my nose set, but both times they said, no, it's just broke. You don't have to have it reset. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I just got a broke nose. Nothing, At least if it was like crooked and I had to get it reset, it'd be like a cool story or something. I get a cool like TikTok video or something.
Oh, good Lord. At least I get the clout from, hey guys, I got a crooked nose, but I got some clout now.
Right, right.
You can get the clout without breaking your face, dude.
I know that. I got to get better at blocking.
Well, so you can, if you ever fight the Russian again, you can go, see, it's perfect. You didn't mess it up.
I don't want to fight him again, dude. I hope he stays away from me. That guy was tough, man.
He was for okay. Let me back up. You are mainly in East Tennessee. How did a Russian get to East Tennessee to get into a fight?
Man, I don't even know. He's from like Gatlinburg, which is like 4 hours from where I'm at. And it's a funny story, dude, because the guy that I was supposed to fight that night backed out the night of the fight, just didn't show up. And this guy came with another Russian guy and was his coach. So when my fighter backed out, the promoter went and was kind of asking a bunch of people like, hey, does anybody want to step up and fight? And this guy, I guess, had a translator or something. And his translator was like, hey, this guy will fight. And he was a coach. Yeah.
He got beat up by the coach.
Hey, he was a beast, dude. I'm just not the kind of person to turn down a fight though. Like I'm all game for it.
Was he about the same size as you, or?
He was so I'm tall. I'm like 6'3". He was shorter, but was like built like a tank, dude. Like he was just stocky, wide little dude. Strong, dude.
Did he have a Russian catchphrase after he beat you? Like, I'll be back, or
he had to have a translator. He had a translator in the ring, dude, because he didn't even speak English.
It's hard to talk trash that way.
Yeah, you'd imagine so.
And
I told him I said this.
Yeah, and a lot of times, like in the corner, like when you're watching too, you'll be like looking and watching like what the other fighters saying to their corners and stuff, and like you can't see what they're saying. You don't know. what they're talking about over there.
That's true. I never thought about that.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
definitely it plays a factor for sure.
Yeah, he's giving him pointers on you, and you can usually be eavesdropping, but he's like, no, punch him in the gut. He'll never see it coming. You're like, he's coming for me in the face.
Right.
What hurts worse, a body shot or a head shot?
Body shot for sure, a liver shot.
Ooh, yeah, because that kind of sends a reset.
It's like like when first time I ever had a liver shot, I got hit, and it was like just creeping pain. Like you know when you get like a cramp in your side, like if you're running or like you drank a soda and you're kind of like jogging, you get a little cramp in your side. It's kind of like that, but like times 50, and it just keeps setting and setting and setting and setting and setting and setting, and you just can't do anything about it. It's not like a face shot, I can kind of tough one of those out. A liver shot, you're not toughing.
Oh, liver shot can knock you out too.
Oh, for sure. It more or less just drops you to your knees, and you can't pick yourself up. I mean, you're not toughing out a liver shot.
How about a kidney shot? Do you pee yourself?
I've never had one of those. Thank God.
Oh.
You gotta knock on some wood for him now.
Man,
Yeah.
I know it. This fight.
Hopefully it didn't jinx
hit me
you.
with a kidney shot.
He's watching right now. It's like, oh, I got you. So.
He's I got it.
Well, you fought this guy before, so.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he was my first. Well, no, he was my second knockout. He was my first like knockout where like I hit him and he just was out. He tried to pick himself up and it fell back down. Like, it was a knockout. The first one was a TKO. The ref stopped it because the kid was just like he curled up and he just wasn't fighting back.
He was done.
Yeah, he was good.
Well, now that he knows your approach now, he won't be knocked out again by you.
That's the thing, man. Like I feel like my style's so like it's the same thing every fight. Like I just go hard. When the bell rings, like I'm going. There's no like I don't sit there and try to pick my punches and dance around. Like I go in, and I feel like I've done that every fight, and it works, man. I feel like somebody should train and like pick up on it, but nobody ever does, dude. I've been lucky.
What do
Well,
you
that's
see that's
kinda
different about your
Go
style?
ahead, no.
Sorry. What do you see that's different about your style from others?
I hit really hard. Really, really hard. I started playing baseball and I had like a 90-mile-an-hour baseball at pitch. You know what I mean? I could throw like 90 mile an hour, and it translated into a punch. So like I've got, I like to think, heavier hands than the average bear.
That makes sense.
Is it-
Okay.
Is it the speed or is it the energy?
I think it's the energy, but also I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe the speed for my arm, but I'm powerful too, man. I don't know. It's a really good
I
question.
noticed with with Caitlyn's fight, she was aggressive from the moment the bell rang, and she was up there in her face. And I watched some of yours too. It seems to me kind of the same approach, except you being a bigger guy, you can kind of sidestep a little bit more of it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and see, I want to do an MMA fight too. There's going to be an MMA fight coming soon, and I think I'll be able to use a little bit more of my strengths and like, you know what I mean, grab people, and, the kicks and stuff. I'll be able to showcase a little bit more of like my physical attributes.
Now, have you trained earlier? You mentioned jiu-jitsu. Have you trained in that stuff as well?
So I did jiu-jitsu for maybe about a year or two. Shout out Guardian MMA in Lebanon, Tennessee. Coach Warren. I went out there and I did a little bit of jiu-jitsu for about a year or two, just enough to get in trouble.
Did they run you out of there? Is that
No. So I ended up having back surgery not too long after that. I ruptured a disc in my back and they ended up taking it out, and I had the back surgery and everything. And so I shied away from it and kind of picked up, like hand to hand. I started doing like kickboxing, I guess you would call it, where I was doing kicks and punches, and then just kind of fizzled out, dude. I didn't do any of it for a while until Slugfest came along. All right, let's see if we still got it.
Do you worry about that back injury now?
Not so much in boxing. I mean, and dude, I'm 33. The way I look at it is like I only get one life. I'm gonna do an MMA fight for
Okay.
sure. Yeah, if I get hurt, I get hurt. We'll deal with that after.
Live life to the fullest. Yep. You
That's
only live
it.
once.
That's
You
it.
might as well just
YOLO.
go for it, you know?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. A lot of people, once they've got a back injury of any kind, they, at least I've seen this as a paramedic, they're like, oh, I'm going to walk with a cane, or I'm going to, because they're like afraid, because you hear about a neck or back injury and you're going to be paralyzed for life. You're going to be a vegetable. You're not going to be able to do anything. And that scares so many people.
Right. Yeah, no, I don't like to live like that, brother. I'm not scared of anything. I'm going for it. You know what I mean? Nothing's gonna hold me back.
I love it.
Yes, sir.
Well, like with Caitlyn, I'm pretty sure we're going to see you moving up and doing some things. We got to get you a coach, and then we got to get you a manager, and then I'll be your DJ. I mean, I can do that. I'm a paramedic. I can be there too for that. I can be like, dude, that's
I definitely need one of those for the nose for sure.
And you have a page on Facebook, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. If you type in Ryan and then quotations, heavy hands, Hamby.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So he's got a page already. So, I mean, there's that. That's covered.
Yes, ma'am.
She's going to start stalking you now. Be careful, Ryan. So
Let's go. Add me on there. Both of y'all shoot me a friend request.
I think we already are.
He's got like a page and following, That way he's got his little fan club. When he does go over to Australia, how are all the ladies supposed to get a hold of him?
That's what I'm talking about.
You got to have
That's
a Facebook
true.
page for that. Keep in contact.
I will shout out Alison for this. If you need anybody that does anything with social media, she is your chick. Let me tell you, I asked her to produce an image for me of something stupid for a show. And like 2 minutes later, she has it back with full text and everything. How the hell did you do that? So,
Technology, man.
Type fast, have free apps.
if you need a social media manager, that's one. I'll give you that one. So I'll give you. See, Alison, I'm gonna pimp you out. So
just website wise.
Yeah. I'm not making any money. What are you talking about?
He said, "I'm not making any money." Wow.
I gotta watch what I say. It is live.
And it's available forever on the internet.
Not the garden stroll.
That's the great thing about the internet. And trust me, neither of you can get in trouble because I have said some really stupid shit on here before. So.
Yeah, this is my first interview ever, so I'm doing pretty good. I usually cuss like a sailor, and I'm doing my best. So.
Yeah, I forgot to give you the FM warning. So yeah, there's like 7 deadly words, but yeah, it's all good. So.
We're doing good.
That's right. So I don't need you trash talking that much. Well, I didn't know about the Russian. That is funny. I didn't find that in research. When I was looking you up, basically all that I got was you're kind of just like the blue collar, East Tennessee, well-rounded. Your dad too, right?
Yes, sir. I got an 8-year-old little boy. His name's Jackson.
Do you take him with you to any of this?
Oh man, he came to the one with the Russian. Was the first one he ever came, and like I don't know, he didn't like it. So I've tried to invite him back a couple times, and he's weary about it, man. He doesn't want to see his dad get punched.
I can understand that. Hey, you don't want to traumatize him. So
he does jiu-jitsu though. So like I've had him in jiu-jitsu for a few years, and
good.
I think eventually when I get out of the sport, I'll dump everything that I know into him, and he'll be a lot better fighter than I am for sure.
I like that attitude. You'll coach him along the way and keep him out of trouble. So now when you were younger, were you in any trouble? Were you a troublemaker, or were you a wild child, or
Yeah,
okay.
I was pretty wild. Yeah. I like to party and was all the time fighting, and God, I put my mama through some stuff. If my son gives me half of what I gave my mama, I'm in trouble.
Did she give you the curse? I hope you have a child just like you. Did she give you that?
She
one?
definitely did. And dude, my mama was great, dude. She was awesome. Both of my parents, awesome. I was wild. for sure.
You're screwed. You're
Yeah,
screwed.
no. It definitely wasn't a reflection of them. It was definitely I was something.
Yeah, if you've got the parental curse, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Parental curse. So when people tell you they hope your kids are as bad as you were as a kid, I've never heard of that, but that's pretty messed up. I wouldn't.
My
wish
mom said it to me all the time. She said, I hope your son does exactly what you've done to me.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yeah, I got it too. Maybe it's a Southern thing. I don't know. I got it too,
Definitely.
and my son wasn't too bad. But my girls, all this gray hair is from the girls.
I said that too. If I ever have a girl, I'll be in trouble.
Yes, yes.
You gotta have a strong wife for that. Yeah, and a shotgun.
No doubt.
Strong wife and a shotgun if you have a girl.
I got these. I don't need the shotgun. I got these.
That's right. Yeah, when they come over and meet Daddy, they're like, no, I've seen him on TV.
No, when they come over and meet Daddy, we're putting the boxing gloves on. We're gonna see what they're made of.
Yeah, to take my daughter, you got to go 30 seconds with me.
That's it. We gotta see if he can fight first.
I'd love to see the paramedics react to that.
Oh no. Nah, I wouldn't beat him up too bad.
Well, mine was, I did ask, like I said earlier, I said, do you like firearms? I can show you one of about 100. And have you
There
ever
you
been to a
go.
pig farm? So, Allison, you don't get the pig farm reference? I bet, do you?
No, I don't.
You do, don't you, Ryan?
Oh, the pigs eat bone and everything. No,
Oh, that reference. Then I should have known that. Yes,
Yeah.
I know that
Yeah,
reference.
they
The black ice
don't. They don't leave anything. So I got some friends in Granger County, son. So he knows what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. That's out there in the holler.
Oh yes. That's where I started as a paramedic. So yes, out in the holler. So did in your wild days, you ever do any moonshine? You like moonshine?
I love moonshine. I still love moonshine. I don't drink though. Like when I'm training for my fights, I haven't drank in probably over a month now. So I'm definitely looking forward to Saturday.
Keep yourself from
For
getting
sure.
dehydrated. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, and
Here's
I
a good
run so much.
rehydrator. You run?
Yeah, I run 3 or 4 days a week. I'll try to run about 4 or 5 miles.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's your
stay that
diet
cardio.
like? You say you don't
man.
drink, but what's your diet like?
So that is probably the most impressive thing about any of this is my diet. My diet is so strict, bro. Chicken, rice, steak, rice, potatoes. I don't like veggies, so I don't eat many veggies. But basically, potatoes, rice, and meat. That's it. No fried. I don't eat a lot of fried foods. Try to not eat like a lot of sweet stuff. No, not a lot of sugar.
Is that hard?
Man, that's the hardest part, dude. I love those little Debbie snack cakes about 1 in the morning. Glass of milk.
Yeah. Crystals, yeah. Waffle House,
Oh,
yeah.
that's my stuff, dude. Crystals.
Yeah. Saturday after the moonshine, you can go get crystals. So
That's it. Hey, that sounds like a great idea. Some of those giant crystals.
that's definitely a bad night in Tennessee. I'm gonna give you my
That's it.
phone number so you can text me pictures.
Let's go.
What's your favorite flavor of moonshine?
The clear one. I like the straight corn liquor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
If
yeah.
you get some good moonshine, like it doesn't burn real strong. Like if they cook it too hot, it gets to where you get like hot heat and it burns all the way down. You get some good moonshine, it'll just be smooth and it'll have like that corn liquor taste to it.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
If you do it right, it's supposed to be smooth for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one in Granger County, and I've never seen or had it anywhere else. And it was just that one summer, strawberry. And I was like, this is going to be horrible. Oh, so good. It was so
Sounds
good. Yeah,
sounds
it was so
dangerous.
good. It was. It was. I was like, after 3 or 4 shots, I'm good. And I'm like, no, I got to sit back down.
Right.
That's how you can tell good moonshine.
Oh, yeah.
After like 3 drinks, you're like, I'm good. And then you're, no, I'm not.
Well, unless you chug stuff and then you drink too much and pass out before you realize you're not good. So some people need supervision when it comes to the clear liquid. There's a little squirrel back there saying they need supervision, so I just don't let myself anymore. I overdo it.
Well, Ryan, all these are on your home turf. Nice, Caitlyn. Are you gonna branch out to the Carolinas, Virginia, Georgia, anywhere?
So right now, Slugfest, there's been talks of us going to other states and big cities. There's a lot of big stuff coming for Slugfest. It's definitely not going to stay in Tennessee. There's some big plans. I can't really say too much, but for sure, definitely other states and some major cities.
Hey, if you come to Atlanta, I got press credentials. I want backstage. Get me backstage. So
yeah,
I'll interview
for
you.
sure. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll put it on there. So,
and I need an excuse to visit Ohio. So if you ever go to Ohio, let me know. I need an excuse to go there.
I know we got a couple guys from Ohio that fight for Slugfest, so it could be a possibility, honestly.
Awesome.
I can see that in like Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just don't go during the winter.
There's a lot of rednecks in Cleveland. I didn't realize that.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of country folks in Ohio, like in general.
Buffalo, New York surprised me. Out of all the places I've been to. Buffalo, New York. Yeah, there was more pickups and shotguns and windows than I swear there was in East Tennessee. And I was like, I'm in New York? Yeah. Good food, too.
What about California? There's a bunch of rednecks out there?
More so mountain people that I've noticed. Off-griders, mountain people, and then,
They probably don't sound like me.
No, this is different city folk. This is completely different. Everyone's friendly, at least, like, make eye contact and they'll say hi. It's just, it's totally, I'm culture shocked to a point because of how different everybody here is. Like, I'm not used to everybody being so bubbly when you say hi, like, oh, hi, how are you today? And I'm like, I'm good. I just met you, but that was really, I hear you. Hi there. It's just, it's different. But it's not a bad thing. It's just, I got to get used to being around people again.
Where are you from? Is that home?
No, Tyler, Texas is home, and Spokane, Washington, Airway Heights, Washington is home away from home. This is just, I went traveling and ended up here. So I'm staying here for a little bit until I get some medical stuff taken care of.
Yeah, I've always wanted to visit California. I've always heard they have really good food.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful here. It's worth it. I like California more than I like Texas, but don't tell anybody I said that.
Okay.
I can hear the whole state of Texas booing me right now in the back of my head, but that's okay. I'll either be here or Ohio or up north, but yeah, people are friendlier. I like the friendliness.
For sure.
She doesn't want to tell you I'm trying to talk her into moving to Knoxville. I really am. So.
Fireflies.
Yeah. Well, Knoxville's a beautiful city. Now I'm in Atlanta now, and that's where I had my largest part of my career. And now when I go home, it's funny. I'll go to the grocery store or something with mom, and she's like talking to everybody in the damn store, and I'm like, "Stop! They'll shoot you." It's like I've gotten myself so out of it because Atlanta is such a different city.
That's what I love about Cookville, where I live, man. It's still got that small town vibe. It's a college town, but it's like everybody kind of knows everybody or knows them who knows somebody. You know what I mean? It's a small town vibe for sure.
I do miss that. I really do. I mean, like my daughter, they went to school with, was it Morgan Wallen? He's a big country and Western star. And it's like, yeah, they're like Facebook friends and stuff. I'm like, how, what? She's like, oh, yeah, we were in school together. I'm like, you were? So he wasn't that boy. Oh, never mind. But yeah, I do miss that. I really do. Because here there is not that atmosphere. It's just, they're just weird. People, you don't talk to people like, you don't go out and talk to people. You don't go to a bar like in Tennessee. You go to a sports bar. You will sit next to the guy at the bar and you're talking football or whatever. Here, you don't. They don't really have that. It's so weird.
Kind of stays to themselves.
Yeah, well, except for those stupid Georgia fans. So I'm Tennessee fans. So
Go Gators.
Oh my God. Her daughter's a Bama fan and now you're a Gator fan? What?
That's it. Who
What
else
is
there
your
to root
connection
for,
to the
man?
Gators? Come on.
I like to win.
Oh,
We haven't done too good the past couple years. I'll take that back. But we usually win.
oh, you just need Lane Kiffin.
Man, right? I thought we were gonna get him, dude. That would have been an awesome pickup.
Yeah, that would have been. I would have been jealous, but yeah. Well, he's not liked in Tennessee, so
No. Which is great for us. He should have came to Florida.
yeah. Lane Kiffin is Coach Alison. He coached for Tennessee for like a year, and then he had the job of his life offered to him, and he bailed and left in the middle of the night and went to USC, and he got fired there because he was courting Al Davis with the Raiders, and that was his dream job. And then Al Davis fired him, and he ended up back with Bama under what's his name? That guy I don't like to talk about. So.
So Bill was no notice. I can see why people would be upset over that. You kind of depend on him, and you just take off.
The sucky thing is,
It was
he's a
Vols.
good coach. That's the sucky. He's a good coach. So
He
Just
did.
made an impulsive decision. Yeah.
he's very impulsive. But if he leaves this, I would be shocked. He's got like this huge multi-million-dollar 20-year contract. I would be shocked. Him or his kids will never have to work again. So, man, that's the kind of contract we need to get you. So, maybe not in Florida though. So, I mean, you could go to Florida and fight.
Man, I just got back from Florida. I was living in Naples for like 2 years.
You know what? Did you try gator wrestling while you were down there?
No, but that sounds like a good time. I'm down.
I actually want to try this. I want to try it. I didn't know
thing in
gator
Florida.
wrestling exists.
Yeah. It's a thing. So,
I'm down.
I know I'm PETA. I'm going to get a message from PETA. I've offended the bears, the kangaroos, and now the gators. That's what I do, Allison. That's what I do. I'll tell everybody contact my social media rep, Allison. And so PETA, just contact her. So it'll be
Yeah.
okay.
She's getting
Oh,
old.
now I get to deal with the paint people.
That's it. That's right.
I'll deal with them if they contact you.
Uh,
Good Lord.
so, Ryan, have you ever been cheap shotted at any of your fights?
Nah, I'm a big guy, man. That wouldn't be a good move. And I
You
said,
said,
got,
well, how are you going to?
I was
I
going to
got
say you
these
got some,
elbows too. Even though I got gloves on and elbows.
you got some protection down there, so you'll be all right. But yeah, no, I wouldn't piss you off. So,
No, I've definitely not gotten cheap shotted. Luckily.
where if since a lot of our fans aren't in East Tennessee, where can they see this? Is it available online?
Yeah,
Your fight coming up.
You can get it on pay-per-view at combatsportsnow.com.
I think there's an app for that, isn't there?
Yeah, there's an app on like the Roku and any app store I think carries a Combat Sports Now app too as well.
Okay, good. So they can see this, and it is Saturday, you said?
Yes, sir. Yeah, the fights started I think 5 Saturday, and I think got 40 fights. Mine will be the last one, so probably be around like 10, 11.
Okay. Just Chris commented he just read an article that Old Mississippi didn't trust Kiffin so much they had their football facility checked for listening devices he may have planted.
I don't blame them.
If you ain't cheating, you're trying. Is it?
Hey, Kiffin's been known to do some funny stuff too.
Yes,
I don't blame him.
Yes. Well, didn't in the NFL one of the coaches paid fans to come in and watch the practice and videotape them and sell them to
Belichick.
them? That's right,
Yep.
Belichick. Yeah. So,
And then he got caught letting their air out of footballs too.
Yes.
What?
Oh
What
yeah.
is- Okay. Somebody. Yeah. Okay. That's creative.
I love sports. It's the craziest thing. All right. Well, I got a technical question. Well, not technical, but one question we ask everybody. But we got I want to make sure get everything. So we know where we can see this weekend, and we know where people can get in touch with you if they want to. We got that out there. Is there any, do you sell merchandise, or do you have
Yeah, I've got Ryan Heavy Hands t-shirts. I got some upstairs. But yeah, I got merch. Definitely gonna be some more coming too. Probably some different colors. I got black and white t-shirts right now. Gonna do some camo ones, probably something.
Get a hook a brother
Tennessee.
up with a camo. So
Let's go. I got you,
all
brother.
right. I'll wear it on the show.
Let's
I'll
go.
wear
I
it on
got
the
you for
show.
sure.
All right. I'm gonna take
your
that.
Allison.
handprints like this and have it printed on a women's t-shirts and can have it say Ryan Heavy Hands, if you know what I mean.
I got you. That's look, genius. Genius.
See, I tell you.
Good old
you,
Eve.
you two talk after the show, because you
That's
could
a-
probably have that designed in like 5 minutes.
That would be fire. That would be fire.
I want to see the shirt. Allison, if he does it, you got to wear it on the show.
I don't know if these are big enough for if we make it, I'll wear it. Okay. If we make
I
it, I'll
got
wear it.
I'm
But
saying
I gotta wear
both y'all
lockdown tee too. I gotta wear my lockdown tee pretty soon here. If we make it, I'll wear it for you, Ryan. Just
Got you.
put a QR code somewhere so people can scan it from their screen, and there you go. You'll get even more fans.
That would be awesome if I had some fans out in California. That'd be dope.
Scan her boobs.
What?
Scan your boobs. I'm not pimping her out. I swear to God, she did this one on her own.
I walked right into that one. I just didn't realize that you were going to think that up. I'm like, I guess so. I'm not a supermodel, but I mean, I'll make the shirt.
There you
I'll
go.
wear it for squirrel attention, but that's about it.
All right, Ryan. So you got to make that shirt. She'll wear it. Send me one. I'll wear it. We'll wear it on the show. You got to come back after. Well, I don't know if you want to come back after your next fight, being that it's that soon. Maybe in a month or so, once you've calmed down, let the adrenaline settle in, and you find out what's next after that, because you're going for 190 after that, right?
195, yes, sir.
195. All
Two
right.
division champ.
All right. So we'll get you to come back for that as well. Now, I always ask, Allison, and I always ask, is in your entire life, being in the country, have you ever had any experiences with paranormal, Bigfoot, seen anything out in the woods, or?
Nothing so much in the woods. I went to Waverly Hills Sanatorium in Kentucky,
Ooh,
and that was
yeah.
pretty. So at that point in time, I wasn't really religious. I'm very, very religious now. At that point in time, I was kind of like a non-believer. Like I didn't believe in any of that stuff, and I never really like saw anything, but I definitely got feelings. Like there was definitely like feelings of people like watching me, like when I would like walk through certain areas, like I was like, and then like there was one point when we went into this one room, and before the lady even like started talking about like the tour, like I looked at my buddy, I was like, dude, I don't feel real good. Like my stomach kind of like turning. And the lady was like, yeah, she was like, one of the main surgeries they did here was they would cut people from the bottom of their chin down to their groin. And like I'm just looking at him like, dude, you know what I mean? You don't I don't know how you explain stuff like that, you know?
Oh yeah, we hear it often. So yeah, that's a very spooky place.
Oh,
So,
for sure.
Yeah, very spooky. Well, and you can't box a ghost, so
No.
I mean, you can
I'm
try,
running.
but you're running.
I'm
That's the
pretty
only
quick.
thing you're
Yeah, I'm pretty
afraid.
fast.
Yeah, you've been practicing the running part.
Yes, sir. Unless that ghost has got 4 or 5 miles in him, I'm out.
Oh, Ryan, this has been great. I'm so glad you accepted the challenge. Like I told her earlier, when I send these out, it's like 60-40. Some people they'll answer you back and be polite. Others will ignore you. You were right on board. Thank you. I really
Yes, sir.
appreciate it.
No, I
And-
appreciate y'all having me on.
Oh, it's been great. And we're next week we got Doris Knuckles. I don't know if you know Doris.
Oh, yeah, I love Doris. She's awesome.
Yeah, she's pretty mean looking. So in the
She's
ring,
rowdy.
in the
Hey,
ring,
that
I don't know. I don't know about in real life, but in the ring, she
She's
looks
just
pretty mean.
tough,
So.
bro. That girl's built. She's ready.
Yeah, everyone
So-
likes her.
Doris
Yes.
is awesome.
Yes, they do. So we'll have that next week. And then I'm trying to get. We're gonna have to do I can't remember his name right off the top of my head, and I'm so sorry. We're gonna have to do a recorded episode for him because of his schedule. So we do have another male fighter. We're trying to schedule. So, but if you are anybody listening with any of your gyms or wherever want somebody to come on, hit up me or Allison on Facebook. We'd love to have you. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, y'all have to get my boy Danny, the Hitman on here.
Okay.
Yeah, he's awesome, dude. He's probably one of my favorite fighters, but I'm biased because he's one of my friends. But dude's awesome.
Have you fought him?
Heck no.
Oh, okay.
No.
Right. So see, maybe we can get a little trash talk in there.
No, that man's huge, bro. I would never. And he's one of my best friends. I couldn't.
Okay. All
I
right.
couldn't do it.
Well,
It would be hard to professionally fight somebody you care for. Yeah,
that's
I
my
can
boy.
see that. Yeah.
all right. Well, we'll see if we can get some trash talking though. So we'll,
Yes, sir.
we'll at least see
He
if we
might
can-
do a little trash talking. I'm definitely not. He's a big guy.
If he tells me he knows some Russian, I'm gonna be like, oh,
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Russian had a pig farm.
yeah, that's right. All right, Ryan, I'm gonna hold you to Allison making this t-shirt because
Yes, no, that's
I
happening
actually
for
want to
sure.
see this now. So you two
We'll
get
make it
together, come back and see us again before your next fight. And if you want, just send me some voice messages every now and then. I'll put them out over the show, or also do a radio show on the Thin Line Rock Station. I don't know if you support public safety, but I do a radio show over there. We can pump it out over there too. I bragged about you. So on tomorrow's
Awesome. I
show.
appreciate that.
So yeah. We did a Dolly show for tomorrow, obviously, for me being from East Tennessee. And I talked about the show and how great it was going to be having you all on. So man, I really appreciate you. Have been a great guest. And
Yeah, I appreciate y'all having me.
you got Allison out of her shell. She talked. She even made boob jokes. So
Heck yeah. And she's making me a t-shirt.
that's right. Ryan, have a great night, man. We will talk to you
Yes,
soon.
sir. Yes, sir. Allison, y'all have a good one.
All right. See
Have a
you
good
soon.
one.
Bye. That was great. And
Well,
that's what this
whenever I
show's
saw
all
the
about.
end-
Having
When I saw
fun.
his hands, I was thinking about Dolly. There you go. That's
You
the
were not.
picture
You
I-
were thinking about
well, tomorrow's episode, and that you were talking about, and then his hands were going like, "Oh, hey, Dolly ones."
yeah,
heavy
no,
hands.
I know what you were thinking about. You're talking about juggling. I'm on to yes. Oh, that's what makes this show so great. You never know where we're going to go. So, and I'm an equal opportunist. I will harass you as well as I will harass Jen or Harley or maybe even a new girl. So, and we got Chris. Where were you? I am so surprised you didn't jump in here with some boob jokes, Chris. I'm kind of disappointed in you. So, and I had warned Allison about Chris too, but so I don't know. He disappointed tonight. So
He was here the last two shows. Oh,
I know,
they're both
I know.
fun.
I know, but we were on boobs, and he did talk to you about pizza. That's true. So, but we're talking about boobs. Boobs are much more important than pizza. There's some things in life that are much more important. So,
As long as you don't disrespect cheese, we're good. Because cheese
the
is
Thin
best
Line
thing.
Rock Station is listening to this right now, going, "Why do I support this?"
Sorry, 10-man hugs, man.
Well, it's all love. It's all love. So thank you everybody for tuning in. WRFN, WZQR, and of course our dear friends in Australia. All of the information from tonight will be in the show notes. And maybe we will find out where we can get the heavy boob hands t-shirt. Hey, you can make it in pink for breast cancer awareness. There you go. You can even get a little support out of it there. Chris says Ryan is a big guy and Caitlyn could also kick my ass. So I was behaving myself. Well, okay, I'll give you that one. Everybody, please remember, I hope you've enjoyed this show. Next week, we will have Doris Knuckles on, who is also a fighter. And we're also going to have another guest. This one was one that Allison booked. I'm going to let her do a lot of talking because the young lady that is well, she's a psychiatrist, and to be honest, she may evaluate me. So I don't. We'll see. So
Are we speaking of shadows?
Erica, yes, Erica with shadows is the first guest, and then the second guest is Doris Knuckles. So and I will probably refrain from boob jokes with her. So she could probably get to kick my ass. That's right. Everybody, please remember to hit that thumbs up button on the way out the door. Subscribe to the channel, because in case you haven't noticed, you just never know what's going to come up on this show here. So we have a good time. But thank you to everybody. Allison, you got anything you want to shout out before we get out of here?
Lockdown, August 28th, they are releasing one of their albums on the 28th of August. It's Lockdown Inc. on Facebook. Some pretty awesome heavy metal band right there.
Okay. You going to get them on the show?
Whenever I can figure out if he wants to go on the show, if any of them want to go on the show, and their work schedules. One of them's a nurse, so I'm not sure it's going to go around with their scheduling.
Okay. Well, if nothing else, we can get through music on the Thin Line Rock Station. I'll play it there. So
that would be awesome. That'd be
absolutely
awesome.
I'd love to. So yeah, anybody that has a special request, hit me up. You can find me on most social medias at Sportcat or at Sportcat Medic. And of course, speakpipe.com/Sportcat. You can leave me a voicemail. If you got a request, or just tell a joke, or hell, tell me if you don't like me. I don't care. If you're crazy enough, I'll put it out there on the air. So everybody have a great night. Thanks for tuning in and allowing us to share a little bit of your evening or day with us if you're in Australia. Have a great day, Australia, and a great overnight here in the country, USA. We'll talk to you soon.
Welcome to the void, breaking the barrier. Welcome to the Sportcat Show. Reality's the carrier. Shift the frequency faster than the light. Sportcat Show, haunting the night. Glitch in the dimension, blurring all the lines. Spectral heavy breathing, ghostly circuit signs. Hyperspeed haunting, neon colored ghost. Welcome to the glitch, we're the ultimate host.